All right, we are good. All right, good morning, everybody. I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy 16 today. Playing a bit of Neighborhood before work. Off stream. You want to complete it, Neighbor? How is it? It sounds like you're liking it then. All right, we have some side quests. I really wish they would have released it on console at the same time, rather than having like a delay between. Was a blast, only maybe 5 or 6 hours. That seems to be a really good length for a horror game of that type. I know the Bendy games were about the same, and I love those games. See, I apologize for the sudden outward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed uncle has presented me with the task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform his vaulted expectations, namely due to a lack of martial aptitude. Oh. Oh, I just need to take out some bandits.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my
Yeah, they definitely
servant?
don't wear out their welcome, especially since they usually are remembered because they have some kind of gimmick to them, right? Like Bendy's gimmick, usually the aesthetic and the setting, right? Bendy's gimmick was like you were in an old Disney cartoon. I'm guessing My Friendly Neighborhood is the whole Muppet theme. But if it was like a 20-hour game, it would really lose its impact. Plus, they're usually not like AAA title prices either, right? Like how expensive was My Friendly Neighborhood? Yeah, over time the enemies become a hassle rather than a scare. Exactly. They're usually like 20-30 bucks. And I'm willing to pay 30 bucks for a good 6-hour experience.
The fates seem bent on driving me from my inn. But if they want me out, they're gonna have to try hard.
Wait, is this not... See, up here?
My Lord Marquis, is that... It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, Chief Steward of your Lord Uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your Lord Uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic.
Oh,
The other,
gotta
the
go to
old
2 places.
imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
But yeah, Papa, if you haven't played Bendy, it sounded like you may own it. If you haven't played it, I do recommend it. That being said, Bendy has great music, yes. You've watched Bendy. It's funny because the sequel, like, you have to play the first one before the second one. Like, they don't bridge the gap in the story very well. Hope I'm well stepped. Yes, I'm doing great, Ellie. Hope you're doing great. Like the... It is Friday. Yes, I'm so hyped. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what? Where? It fell? I don't want to go down there. I guess. Hey, what's up, Lycos? No, it's not Saturday. Not for us. Hope your Saturday is going well, Lycos. What game are you playing, Ellie? Jesus, that tornado lasts forever. $12:31 a.m. on Saturday? Oh my god, what are you doing up, Lycos?
Tell us about
I guess it's not that late, especially since it's the weekend.
Loyal and deadly with a blade. Much like I've, but with better manners.
I think I'm gonna accidentally move forward to the main scenario here. Oh wait, no, wait, what am I doing? There's just another quest here. Let me teleport here. I'm in the wrong place.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic.
Manage degenerate gamer like the rest of us? True.
Something.
Mummy? The gentlemen of the town guard are distracted.
I bought 2 Vampire Survivor type games on PlayStation the other day. And I'm almost afraid to boot them up because I know I'm gonna end up staying up way too late.
I don't see your master here.
Hollow Cure? No, I wish. I would give that one a try.
I already told you, I have nothing. Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing. Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly
Who would
pay
you
the
play on
colonials,
Hollow
we can
Cure,
pretend you
Papa?
didn't
What would
draw
your
your
main be?
blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Oh, hit him too far away. So Ame? Oh, really? Can't even see what's going on. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, Callie. Yeah, yeah. The Scythe girl. I think Callie would be a good one because Callie probably would have the coolest looking abilities, to be
I'd
honest.
expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well,
Do they only have the
my
girl
thanks.
characters? If
I
not,
fancy I could defend
I'd probably
myself
be
against one,
I'd probably
perhaps
main
two, but
Magni
a
Desmond.
whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The
I see
captain
them
is
in
no
my
more,
YouTube feed all the time.
and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we
You
imagined.
guys are right.
You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Wow, looting my bodies. That loot is mine.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
You only watch clips? Yeah, I only watch clips too, Bubba. Of both. Okay. Not worth participating in a stream with 3K viewers.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
But it's like, why watch the show when you why watch the game when you can watch the highlight reel, right? Hello.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford.
You'd rather hang
attendant
out with
to
a
Lady
friend, small
Ariane
streamer?
of House
Yeah.
Wellesley.
I think the only
7
big
high houses
streamer
in
I
this area.
watch,
It's been...
the only big streamer I watch is Asmongold.
Aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis?
But I wouldn't want to interact with him. I
yes.
just like watching him.
Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Yeah, it's hard to interact with 1.2k.
They look more like
1.2k
field
people with zero social
It didn't
skills
matter
too,
in the
Lagos.
end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all
It's
along
like, I don't
the
want to
way
be
was
in
a
this
pummel to
chat
the
because
temple.
I don't even want to be
Which way did
grouped
they
in
go?
with them.
South, toward the gate.
Uh-oh. Papa,
Right.
you telling me if I
take
if
care
I
of
ever
them.
get 100 viewers
Found out I'd
average,
met enough of
I
their
won't
kind.
see you anymore?
You head back to Northreach. Visit the Vale. Tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Yep, alright. If I get 99, I'll start telling people to leave.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
200 your highest your current highest limit. You'll disappear to the sea of viewers. No, that could never happen,
This
Bubble.
one's ours, pretty boy.
The pretty boy gave me a compliment. God, I can't see him to dodge him.
It's over.
Ooh. Hey, trans girl, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Some people are inhumanly able to keep up with chat. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you even
Make for the
struggle with
town
like
while you
10
can.
people
There may be more
at
bandits
best times,
nearby.
or just one of me when
don't
I'm
need to call me
drunk,
twice.
probably, because I
Many
type
thanks,
way too
traveler.
much when I drink.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course.
He's like
I shall
covered in
return
blood.
to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
Yeah, he'll tell that healer to adjust.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Wait. Here.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
All right. With that, I think we can move on. Let me double check this map. Go pick up our reward here.
Did you see that?
Tell me you saw that.
Okay, so this is going to be on the way of what we're...
How are you doing? Quick look.
Yeah, there's one more
Think
there.
you can help?
Oh, it wasn't an award. He was just telling me about that
I wasn't
quest I
expecting
already
that.
knew about. Ugh.
All done?
All right. Give me 30 seconds, guys. I'm going to refresh my coffee. I will be right back. Back. Sorry about that. All right. Let's see.
Ready, go?
So if we go... Yeah. Over here. You can take it, Chocobo. Sorry, guys. Give me one more sec. Kitty needs me. Oop. Sorry, I was muted. I am back. Thank you, guys. Do, 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 do. So this is probably actually hold on. Wait, then there's all this up here too. What? We'll just explore.
You deserve a rest.
You alright, buddy? Oh.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp. while we slept. My own men did this. Turned. Every last one of them.
Oh, they turned to Kashyyyk.
There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Catch your breath. Oh,
Thank you.
he's still alive.
Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kupka.
Lord Kupka. How dare you?
Well, soldier.
Don't worry, rest up, catch your breath. Let's get your fucking knee off my chest. Yeah.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Honestly, if Clive kneeled down in front of me, though, I would be out of breath, too.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
Hey, Lycos, do you know if Drell decided on a second movie for tonight? I know Cocaine Bear was locked in.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg.
Renfield.
Like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of.
It's a goofy Nicolas Cage
your
movie.
brothers in arms
Oh
told
yeah,
me
I've
what
seen it. I
happened and
love
asked
it.
for help.
I'm looking forward to it.
Another survivor. Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
If you can think of any chicken puns, let me
He was
know.
right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it. You seem
Penfield.
familiar. Have we met?
It's
You must have me
brilliant in
confused
its
with someone else.
simplicity.
Wait. That scar.
Oh, he probably remembers.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Kosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid.
You're finding it weird that in Dying Light 2 you can
Someday.
instant kill human enemies by throwing them into deep water. They don't swim out, they just die. Well, that's easier than programming in swimming mechanics for the enemies. Unless, like, you say human, like, if you throw a zombie in there, do they swim out? Or do they just die too? Zombies still die. You think living would swim? You'd think. But now that you know that they just drown, isn't it a little messed up to do it? I mean, out of all the ways to kill your enemy, like, pushing them into deep water seems pretty cruel.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
The entire city didn't have swimming pools. No one learned to swim. True. Doesn't it take place, like, in the middle of, like...
Where now, Joshua?
There's a residence just inside the city gates.
Like,
She
not a
awaits
lot
us
of
within.
swimming spots, from what I remember. Alright, we're meeting his companion, I think. Alright, she's a little weird.
My Lord Marquis.
Oh, never mind.
It is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
Wait, hold on. A member of the Undying, a secret society sworn to protect and serve the Rothfields of Rosaria, and the dominant of the Phoenix, who is always born in their line. After her order rescued Joshua from the ruins of the Phoenix Gate, she nursed him back to health. Yote was tasked by her company in order. Oh, so she was the one. They were the ones that rescued Joshua.
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waluda knights who besiege the cities.
Well, could repay it in a tavern, the
What
gold
is left
saucer,
of them?
because you know,
Yes.
the gold saucer stays
And the
in the
Black
gold
Galleon
saucer.
sails at but one man's
It's
behest.
true.
Barnabas Tharm.
I remember in Final Fantasy VII, like the original, I spent a majority of the time I spent completing that game was spent in the gold saucer.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Uh-oh. Unless something breaks, it's time to ride your truck boat in the
members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Why you stream Daddy Clive when it's 6 a.m. for you? This is kind of my normal stream time.
Well.
I may stream different on weekends, but
My colleagues, do you not see?
I usually stream 3 hours before work.
The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic.
Too many amazing streamer friends that I want to watch during primetime streaming, so I kind of stream in the mornings instead. At least it isn't a Wilhelm scream.
Divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for
Also, welcome in, Missy. Hope you're doing well.
Your ignorance
Prime time.
undercomes you.
Yeah. Oh,
Your Majesty, correct me if
I
I'm
see
wrong,
what you did there, Papa
but I
Wolf.
swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Walud. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Wait.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn.
Oh, he's looking for
See
mid.
that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos.
Me streaming in the morning is gonna motivate your ass to get out of bed. I figure there's not a lot of people
Surely
that stream in the
Prince's
morning.
Light cannot have sated you.
2 days, 8 hours, and you can get the keys to your new home. Hey! That's awesome, Lycos. You gonna have a housewarming party?
So then, how long has Walud been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end?
You're an
What does
introvert.
Ultima want?
Just give us your new address, Lycos, and we'll just send a bunch of pizza to your house. only part you do is gaming. Hey, we'll do what's a good multiplayer game that we need to get a group and play together sometime. Something.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here.
Wait, what?
What is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant. Even the Undying.
Too many pieces bad for you.
I believe it may be the key
okay.
to discerning Ultima's
Do you have the Forest for
purpose.
the PS4? I do. I do have the Forest for the PS4.
Center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
Counter-Strike, Halo, Neverwinter Nights, Quake 3.
By all
Good land
means.
games. Yeah. We need to do a collab of that sometimes?
I will be
Once you get a new
accompanied
PC,
by my
though?
brother
Okay.
to the Free Cities.
Yeah, let me know.
Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Aww.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt,
From the
Yote.
future.
Let's find our friends.
Beet jerky in the forest is what caused your feet cult to rise up? Really? Some Lycos, some feet cult lore? I actually haven't seen much of the forest. Am I to understand that you can make jerky out of feet in that game?
Why I had to let her go.
Old enough to heed her call.
Another. Let me. Let me do this quest here.
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity. But those
Evis?
that do develop a high
I've always been saying Avis.
value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never
Turkey,
seen.
hands, heads, lizards,
Dread
rabbits,
Evis
fish,
skin
basically
is a
all
rare
meat
thing
can be
indeed.
jerkified.
But the worked hide of a
Alright,
well-aged
Lycos.
beast,
We'll have a
that would fetch
we'll have a
such
meat
coin
jerking
that
collab
Bilbon
together
himself
someday.
might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
realizing my phrasing wasn't the best, but you know what I meant.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Caratha. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Alright. Might even be able to get Drell? Alright. We'll just, you know what we'll do, Lycos? We'll just do some forest RP, and we'll just build our own restaurant where we go out and just jerk some meat. We'll just build a KFC in the forest.
How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled.
Kentucky
For as you
Forest
see,
Chicken,
I've been
yes,
reunited
perfect.
With my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds
Forest
of His
Chicken
Grace,
is what we
Joshua
call
Rosfield,
feet jerky.
Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix.
Jill's met 2, and she's like, how many of you are there? 2? 3?
Our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Boy Scout badge, yes.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Okay, it looks like there's a road there. So we'll be able to get there. Alright, I have an ad popping up. So I'll be right back, guys. Gonna refill my coffee. See you guys in just a minute. Alright, we're back. Okay. We're gonna want to hang a right here. And head over here. I actually wonder if I want to just... what's the best route?
Good girl.
Faster!
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
Alright, let's kill him.
Soil and stone!
Let's go.
Hey, got some build up here. Another quest. Quests popping up everywhere.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
No, I'm sure it's not the right way, Joshua. I might as well do these quests while I have Joshua with me, right? Ah.
There's still plenty of fighting in yet.
Awaken!
Easy.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
And one more here. Up there. What?
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
You!
Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed. Is something wrong? At the university, the students would hang on my every word.
Sadly, this far from home.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that you're up here.
Greybeard.
The university. You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
I'm sure. Seems a little unnecessary.
And
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Well, there aren't even any stairs. What's he talking about stairs? There's no stairs.
Thank you for the deal, Agnes.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride, recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home. Okay, so they're from. Okay.
What Golden Plains might the Wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Have you noticed the elder has been coughing less?
Oh, you hear them stairs.
Not a scratch on them.
So it's these stones to Canva and the rest of the boxes to Dad.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones of Tabor. You could hold thy noble blood till ends. Okay.
No history would be complete without mention of the Mother Crystals.
How are those new boots treating you?
Children of the hunters, now tillers of land.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people?
Stop teasing the old man, Clive.
Moving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
I didn't recognize where they were. Oh, Guardians of the Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the Mother Crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains.
Good rest of the stream, Stab. You're off to watch the show before bed. All right, Lycos, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night's rest and enjoy your show.
Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots.
If I don't see you beforehand, I'll see you at movie night tonight.
Distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact
If you're
is
able to
not
make it, I
better
mean.
known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far.
Hopefully you'll try to make it. Should be able to. Awesome, awesome. Okay, now before I do the main scenario, there's a hunt here. Somewhere. Let me get the location.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
South of Tabor. Tabor. Okay. I mean, south of... Oh, it's probably... I think I got it. Let me just mark it.
The free cities and the sea.
Is this it? Is this them? Yes. The pack. Rank C. It's gonna be a joke.
Remember, you're on my side, Total.
Holy cow.
finished. Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy? Good girl.
Okay, now we're gonna go back. Do.
Time to fight.
Back, other way, other way.
Clive. Smoke.
Oh
Is the
God.
city fallen?
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Oh, ah, all these quests. What? Let's do Martha's Rest first.
All for making this town welcome.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
You know what? No, no. We're not going to interrupt the main scenario. We're going to go. We're going to do this, and then we'll do a bunch of side quests once there's a good stopping point in the.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think
Gav!
you stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
Oh.
My lady.
Hey?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uncle Byron.
Oh.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
Oh.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Even fall. Alright, let's go, puppy.
Alright, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's a little late.
They've been routed. They're wearing Waluda armor.
Alright, let me get right here and perfect. Hey, level up.
Now get surrounded.
Come on, everybody.
Titan!
Ooh, here we go. Right there.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
What, oh, the Free Cities of Canver. That's what it is. Let me make sure. Got it. Wait, what? Hold on, hold on. Said something about a dominant. The lack of a dominant. Got it. Okay, let me... Am I stuck in the corner? Do-do-do-do-do.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy. Time to fight.
To me, flames!
That's a big boy. Nope, go. There we go.
As we're ready. Nice try.
Did that a little late.
Too slow.
To me, flames!
This is the
Big
Agra,
boy down.
where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside. Where are they? These creatures. Does Ultima's reach extend this far? What the hell is going on here?
It's over! Where is your master? What does he want?
You've caused quite the commotion.
Oh.
But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. House Harbor.
Sleipnir.
And you will yield.
Odin's horse?
Or not. As long as you don't hold
back. Soil and stone!
Nice try.
Here we go.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir.
Ooh.
Watch closely, Nilfos. Yes! Yes!
There we go.
One is seldom enough. Would you not agree? Actually, I wouldn't.
No good. Nice try.
Enjoying yourself?
Oh, no, 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 no.
Nice try.
If I can just get him down just a little bit more. Here we go. There we go. Alright. Sleipnir down. And, okay, I have a feeling there's going to be a long period of fights and cutscenes, so I'm going to run an ad now so it's not interrupted while I get some fresh coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Alright.
The vessel is strong.
I was actually expecting more from this guy.
My liege.
Clive!
Joshua.
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well,
Giants girl.
you did what you could.
Hope you're doing good.
I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Oh. Oh.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud. Get back.
All right.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential. Stop calling me Mythos. But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing? No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer, one that must be excised.
Try it.
Let's do it. Come on, Clive.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Clive just got destroyed. That was embarrassing.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will you be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we're up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he?
Where's Jill?
Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
Aww.
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Dead.
Fucked off,
right?
a lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough.
Where
Do
are
what
we
you
right
can
now?
to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Oh, so we're here. Okay. Oh no. More hunts. Your interpretation of this game is weird
Yeah,
British
so the Doctor might know
accents
something.
and gravely voiced men from what you've watched. That's pretty accurate. I think you're spot on.
Cole said it was an army of Akasha.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are
Well, let's see what kind of how many hunts we got. Just one. Oh no. A red chocobo. In this sickle? I don't think I'm allowed to go there right now. Oh, never mind, I am. The sickle right there. Alright, we're gonna go kill it. But first... Yes, blacksmith. You think this is like... You think this is what Japanese think daily British life is like?
So what do I owe the honor? What do you want? No scratches, right? You can thank me later. And?
New sword. And it looks pretty cool.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
Let me tell you about it in this fadeaway.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now,
As for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items would go to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Alright, off to the sickle for this hunt. Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Faster!
Time to fight. This won't be easy.
Whoops, whoops, whoops. No, 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 don't get hit, don't get hit. There was another hunt right over here. Just ignore the hill gigas. We don't want this. Oh god. If this red chocobo summons meteors,
Straight home now. Okay, now we go up. Okay. Oh, what if we... Come on.
Yeah.
Oh. Nope. No secret over there. Okay. This is the sickle. Maybe it's here? I like the music here. There it is. Sage, good morning. How are ya? Oh god, it's even called the Dread Comet. I knew it.
That's like no chocobo I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken.
Oh god, first thing it does. Interesting that it has no stagger bar. Oh god, we got a Jack going by. Come on.
Well done, Tom.
And point. Got him. Stupid bird. What is this? How'd you sleep, Sage? Ooh.
Poor beast. There was nothing I could do.
Yeah, overgrown duck drumstick, that's true. It was like a parrot, actually. I thought it was gonna be like purely red, but looked like a parrot. I need to stock up on healing supplies.
Let me tell you a story, Clive.
All right.
Them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is.
He had nightmares all, Sage.
Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the Twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up, or you'll have me to answer to. Clive, if you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all?
Yep. What's that for you, dear? Not bad, if I do say so myself. No scratches, right? Not my best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. Anything else?
Alright, upgraded.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tons of
A new award. That's oddly wholesome. Yeah.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are cold and the Akashic in the valleys of...
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Come again.
Whirlwind duration is increased. Oh my god. Increases range and number of hits. Yes. Oh, ooh, I want to save up for this.
I have more for you.
And what was my... Increases Lionheart taunt. Ugh. No. We're gonna do 1 or 2 side quests before heading to work.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked?
Yeah.
Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just isn't enough room up here on the rock, which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Sure.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
Let's do it.
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course. All right, Sir Wade. Let's hear your plan.
Wade. Slap that ass.
So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic.
Did he say fewer than a dozen?
A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Think you can just walk in here?
Easy.
That's the end of that, then.
Oh.
Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo.
Hey, Wade.
A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. And without masters.
No. We're the masters now.
Look at me.
Our
We're
lives
the masters
are our own
now.
at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool is in safe hands. Time to go. Tell Martha the good news.
There you are. All went well then.
Yep.
Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it, and now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Head back to the hideaway. Okay. All right. I gotta head to work, so I'm gonna call it for the day. I may do a little bit of a stream after work since it's Friday, but I haven't decided yet. But thank you everyone for joining. It was a lot of fun, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye bye.